Hello, hello, hello. It's Auntie. How is everybody? Auntie's having a wonderful, quiet day. I already had my online lesson with my Joshua Boo Boo. Very happy with Joshua's progress. Now I'm here to read a story for you. My headscarf about to drop off, but I like it. How it looks, yeah. Sometimes, as I keep saying, you can't find beauty in disorder. So, yeah, I'm leaving it. So, as I said the time before, I do not have any. There it goes. um, like library books that I can read a whole story for you. I have them, but they're a bit kind of on the long side. So I'm gonna read a story from excuse me, one of my textbooks here. This is Rainbow Readers. Yeah, Caribbean reading book. So this one is all about how seeds grow. See it there, see it there, see it there. Yeah, Auntie's gonna share from this. Laura loved to visit her uncle and aunt during the long school vacation. Uncle Martin and Aunt Petra lived in the country on their farm. Laura loved to help with the animals and the plants whenever she visited her uncle and aunt. Laura remembered the holiday when Aunt Petra took her to the plant shop to buy seeds and seedlings for her vegetable garden. She remembered when Aunt Petra took the tiny seedlings from the flat wooden boxes. She planted them in the soil. They then grew into tall plants, which bore flowers, then vegetables. Laura remembered how she helped to water the young plants morning and evening. She watched them grow and blossom. She thought that one day she too would grow a garden. When Laura returned home after the holidays, she was eager to have her own flower garden. Laura and her mother went to the plant shop and bought packets of seeds. There were seeds of different kinds of flowers. Today they will plant the seeds. They will begin the cultivation of flowers. Mother gave Laura a spade and a rake. She dug up the soil and raked it smooth. Laura worked hard to prepare the bed for the seeds. She made furrows with a garden fork. In the holes, she would put the seeds. These seeds are the eggs of the flowers, are they not, Mother? Yes, you are right, Laura. From the seeds, the flowers would grow. In the same way, the chicks are hatched from the egg. Laura's mother gave her the packets of seeds. Each packet had the name of the flower written on it: sunflower, carnation, geranium. You should not plant too deep in the soil. Put them deep enough just to cover them. What should I do next? Asked Laura after she had planted all the seeds. You should get the watering can. Water them with great care. Do not allow the water to wash away the seeds. What next? Asked Laura. Well, you must water the soil twice a day. Then wait until the seeds begin to grow. Laura remembered that Aunt Petra had done the same things when she planted her seeds in the soil. Laura was excited. She was indeed very busy watering her garden every day. She would lie on the grass, look at the soil, and wait for the seeds to send up their shoots. Many days passed. Early one morning, As Laura was watering her plants, she shouted at the top of her voice, "Mummy, Daddy, Pete, come quickly." They all dropped what they were doing and ran to see what had happened to Laura. They found her bending in her garden, yelling, "Look what happened!" The tiny seedlings were pushing their heads out of the soil. What a marvelous sight it was for Laura. Plant life was a mystery for her. Pete thought Laura had made a big fuss about the seedlings. After all, these things happen every day. Laura's dad was elated. He knew that seeds grew into plants, but never stopped to think about what made them grow. He thought of how each seed struggled up through the earth to reach the light and the sun. It was a miracle. Laura watched with great joy how the leaves and the stems grew. Finally, the flowers emerged from their tiny buds. Yeah, that was a simple story, but I really enjoyed that. I was looking through that book trying to find, like, something that I felt. Auntie, all about, she must always share things from her heart and feel a connection with what she does. So that's beautiful because I have a heart for nature, caring for the environment, and so on. So at one level, that's beautiful. I also very much have a heart for getting children interested in these things. I don't believe learning should be like confined to walls. I like for my children to be well-rounded, have time in nature, be involved in gardening and agriculture and so on. Understand about kindness and social aspects of things, how to be good persons, how to care for themselves, how to keep active, keep physically fit. Yeah, lots of different things. Um, Financial literacy too. I'm gonna come back to that. Yeah, that's things that we need to, like real life, prepare children for the real life. So on one hand, that's why I was drawn to that. But also now, outside of the obvious straightforward, you always have the straightforward thing. You can relate to it in a basic way. And then there's always like a deeper, a deeper, it's just anti-allergies, Sahara dust season, right? Always a deeper understanding to things. So why I connected with that is because Auntie finds that she is in a place where she too is blooming, she too is flowering, right? Sometimes you have different seeds and you plant them, and sometimes they seem like they're taking a long time to. You heard how her dad described it, that they had to force their way through, the dirt to come up and make their way to the sunlight. And so, yeah, sometimes you have different things that you're working on, but you have to wait. And sometimes you feel like I'm waiting too long, and it's going to be my time to see my plant growing and blooming. And you have your different challenges, but you see when you turn that corner, huh? And you too get to see the sunshine and the brightness of day and so on. Yeah, and you go through a season like everything is happening at once, and the goodness then, you will still have your challenges along the way, but the goodness is what you can find overflowing and even overwhelming you at times. Yeah. So I felt a really strong connection to that. Very beautiful. So Laura, well done. You've inspired Auntie to go and get her hands dirty in the mud. Listen, if I even just during the week go and get me a plant pot and fill with some dirt and plant something ever so simple. Yeah, I think I grew some orchids out of a plant pot already. Maybe I'll try that. Yeah, always something that you could do. Don't think not. Don't limit yourself. Try not to be discouraged. I know it's not easy, but try to stay focused and continue to water and nourish those seeds that you have planted. Let me take it in another direction now. Speaking to my parents, my grandparents, my aunties, everyone who has influence over our children and our young people. Let us see them as seeds. Once again, it's not easy, but do not be discouraged. Right? Continue to water them. Continue to try to instruct them, instill in them the values and different things that you would like for them to have. Sometimes you have to share with them things that you yourself have gone through. And that means that you would allow them to see that you are not perfect either. I know that's not an easy thing to do. But sometimes we need to do that. We need to keep it real with them and try our best to guide them as best we can. All right? And lots of love, 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 love. We just gonna keep showering them with love. Okay, so that's it for this edition of Story Time with Auntie. We can keep growing together, loving on each other, encouraging each other. All right? Bye-bye, everybody. Till next time.